Hi, Andrew here. I just wanted to make a video to help those people who are not quite at the stage of being ready to give up their 9 to 5 just yet, but need to make extra money from home. If nothing else, having a side hustle is a great way to fund your own business when you're ready to start. Now, I wanted to keep it real and achievable. Hence, I called it How to Make $1,000 a Week Working From Home because, and I know it may not seem easy to some, but once you get into the right mindset, making an extra $1,000 a week is well within the grasp of most people. So, here's my list of profitable and easy to start side hustles. Now, hopefully, as we go through this list, you'll see just how easy it is to make money from home. And hopefully, once you see the money rolling in, it'll give you the confidence to maybe quit your job and turn your side hustle into a full-time venture. Then when you do take the plunge, you've already got a ready-made business and money coming in. Kind of takes away all the pain. Now, the first thing you've got to do to make money from home is hit the like button. Just kidding. But it would be nice if you did. And remember to click the subscribe button too. So here we go. Number 1, Amazon. Now, this is huge, and I mean massive. And it ain't that hard to find a product or products that are selling really well. And yes, I know there's a lot of competitors, and that's because there's an insane amount of customers. And you only need a really, really small part of this market to make a decent living on Amazon. But I'm sure you're not watching this video for me to tell you that Amazon is big. You know that. So let me give you a few pointers that is going to give you the edge. And I'll give you a couple of examples so you can see how others have turned things to their advantage. First, look at what others are selling and then see how you can create your own little niche within an existing market on Amazon. Let me give you an example. I know a girl who was selling teddy bears on Amazon, and she was making a few dollars buying them from China and then selling them out on Amazon. Nothing great, just a couple of $100 a month. So what she did, she added value. She had these little football kits made of all the popular football teams. That's soccer for anyone in America. She had football outfits made and then dressed the teddies in them. Oh boy, what a difference. Last time we spoke, she was making over 30 grand a month. Simple idea, big result. So a little out of the box thinking makes a big difference. I know someone else who started buying plain coffee mugs and he just printed funny captions, funny slogans on them. All he did was buy plain mugs, 100 at a time, looked at what slogans were selling and then did something similar. And so he could act quickly, he bought a kit so he could print them at home. Cost him about $100 for everything, and he's now doing t-shirts, mouse mats, all kinds of stuff, all from home. Best of all, Amazon does all the drop shipping for him. Makes it really easy to get started with next to nothing. Now, if you want to know more about drop shipping on Amazon, there's a lot of information and even courses on the web that go into more detail. But remember, think outside the box. Next on the list, and this is really easy to do, write an ebook. Again, Amazon is a great place to sell it. Downloadable books on Kindle are hot. Now, you don't even have to be good at writing. Fiverr and Upwork are full of freelancers who do a really great job. And cheaply. Take your idea, do a rough draft, find someone on Upwork or Fiverr to format and spell check it, and there you go. For a few dollars, you get a really professional ebook. Now, it's unlikely going to be the next Harry Potter, but it will bring in revenue for years to come. Just check out what's selling on Amazon and then marry that up with your knowledge, and there you go. Now, it's going to be easy to write an informational book than a fictional book, but there's so many people buying informational books from Amazon, you've got a huge market to go at. Now, number 2 on the list is copywriting. And this is actually really easy because most small and large businesses, for that matter, suck at it big time. And it really doesn't take that much effort to create copy that's better than 90% of the copy that's already out there. Learning copywriting is actually really easy. There's quite a few books that give you the basic formula for writing good copy. Once you know the basics, the formula, with a little bit of practice, you'll soon be writing good copy. And getting paid work isn't hard either. In fact, it's really easy. A copywriter I work with shared how he got most of his paid work when he started. When he got a marketing email, and there's no shortage of them, or saw a product page on Amazon, he would look to see what's wrong with the copy and how he could improve it. Then he would just contact the company with a nice message explaining what's wrong with their copy and why he could do better, and he'd include a better version for free. And what do you think happens when they tried it and it worked? They hired him. And he's not done this for a while because he's so busy now working with the clients he recruited doing this. He's now got more work than he can handle. Good copywriters get paid really well. I mean, silly money. Anything from a couple of grand to 20 or 30 grand for just one piece of content. Next on the list is becoming an affiliate. To trade online, you don't even need your own product. For years before I formed Infinite Skills, I was actually an affiliate for somebody else. I sold somebody else's products, training products. All I had was a website I created myself, and I was making 7 figures with no staff, just me in my home office. But let me give you a couple of pointers on being an affiliate. Be a specialist. Define yourself in one marketplace and then stick to it. Don't go jumping around from market to market trying lots of different things. It takes time, and you've got to put the effort in. You've got to learn how to market the product. You're going to need a website, and you're going to have to create content to draw the audience in. When I started, I worked hard for about 6 months with very few sales, but as I got better, as more people found me, I started earning more and more, and it took me about 12 months to get to a point where I was earning like 60 grand a month, and it just kept growing each month. There's no shortage of companies with products who'll pay you 50% commission on each sale. You've no inventory to buy, just a little bit of sweat equity. Now, number 4 on the list is becoming a VA, a virtual assistant. Now, this is a pretty broad term, but basically, you're offering your skills on a freelance basis. Now, this is one huge market. More and more individuals are starting online businesses every day, and almost all of them need help with some part of the business. They need the help, but they don't want to commit to hiring a full-time employee. Maybe you're good at admin, accounts, graphic design, programming, Facebook marketing. I can guarantee somebody will be very willing to pay for your skills. There are even sites you can register with, and they'll match you with people searching for a VA. Then number 5 is YouTube, creating YouTube content. Now, there's some pluses and minuses here. On the negative side, it takes time. It's a lot of work to start with, but once you get going and you've got people watching your content, as your subscriber list grows, it opens up various revenue streams. You earn money directly from YouTube for all the ads shown on your videos, and you're open to sponsorship deals, and you can then drive traffic to your own site to sell your own related products. Once you've done the work up front, you get recurring revenue each month. I love recurring revenue. If you like recurring revenue, just type recurring in the comments. Now, number 6, if you're the creative type, this is just for you. And if you're not the creative type, I'll tell you how you can still make money from this one, so hang tight. At the moment, there's a huge demand for people to create things like image ads for Facebook, YouTube thumbnails, opening and end slides for YouTube, video overlays, and all that kind of stuff. And the best part is these need to be created on a regular basis, so you only need a handful of clients to keep you busy. And if you're really not that creative, it doesn't matter. I know 2 different people who sell video effects, the flashing graphics, the text effects, and the transformations used in YouTube videos, and they haven't got a clue how to do it. But they've taken the time to find some very talented designers on Upwork, and they just act as middlemen and take a cut. One of them has even had an effects pack made, which he resells to YouTube creators. As I'm going through the list, if you can think of any good passive or work from home income streams that I've missed, let me know in the comments. Number 7. Now, if you're into photography, there's a goldmine of passive, reoccurring revenue that you could tap into. There's an endless number of these sites that sell images of almost anything that you can think of. There's iStock and Shutterstock, Deposit Photos, 123RF, and these are just off the top of my head. There's loads of them. All you've got to do is register, upload your photos or video clips, and every time somebody buys, you get paid. Lastly, we come to number 8, and this is likely, at least in my opinion, the most profitable and offers the most long-term benefit. We're talking about creating a course. Now, everyone has something that others will pay to learn. If you think about it, I bet there's something that you're interested in that you know quite a bit about. Maybe there's a challenge that you've overcome, a challenge that others struggle with and want a quick solution to. When you can package up your knowledge and then you can present it in a way that makes it faster or easier for somebody else to get a result, you should be teaching it. And you don't have to be an expert. You don't need years of experience or qualifications. You just need to be able to make it, whatever it is you're teaching, easy for somebody else. And you don't have to do a big course. In fact, if you're just starting out, I recommend that you don't start big. Start small. Learn the core skills and gain a little bit of experience. Build a list of customers who will buy from you time and time again. For the amount of effort required and the amount of revenue that you can earn, creating a course, it takes some beating. I know some course creators, part-time course creators, who earn a substantial monthly income from just one online course. In fact, I know one guy who earns more in a month from one course than he does all year working in his job. It's actually beyond me why he keeps turning up every day for his job. The logical thing to do would be to spend more time creating courses. If you want a really profitable side hustle that can grow into a really profitable full-time career, you should take a look at creating courses. And if you want to find out more about creating courses, you may like to know that I run a Facebook group just for course creators, so why not join and get tips, tricks and techniques daily? I'll put a link down below. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please hit the like button. I'd also like to hear your comments, your questions, so you know what to do. Let me know down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you know when I've released more content to help you. So, until next time, bye for now.